Greetings, greetings, greetings. I hope you're doing great wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video. It's been too long. It's been too long. Let's give YouTube an opportunity to send out some notifications, huh? But just want to check in with the family tonight, see what's going on the night train. The train has been sailing non-stop. I have a new student. Shout out to Jitu from India. Um, we just completed his first week of training. We have been going through North Dakota, Minnesota, snow and ice. Actually, there is a huge snowstorm that should be spreading across the Midwest somewhere between tomorrow, making its way over into the Northeast on Thursday. I can't wait for it to get out of here. I can't wait for it to get out of here, man. Leaving North Dakota, Jamestown to be exact, it was ice. It was snow. We had to shut down last night when we got to Jamestown. Originally, we planned on leaving from St. Cloud, Minnesota, going to Jamestown, and heading back to St. Cloud, Minnesota. But we had to shut down in Jamestown last night because snow drifting across the road, heavy wind, um, and it just wasn't safe to drive back in the night, especially with low visibility. And it dawned on me about adjusting to the CDL trucking lifestyle. Whether you're in training, whether you get to your truck and you are out here, it's like an ongoing thing. I mean, after 2 years, 3 years, is it adjusting or is it just dealing with the realities of trucking? You can't plan nothing. I was joking with my trainee, like we were like, "Oh, you remember we said we're gonna go to Jamestown, get back." Just never happened. And sometimes there are other factors too. In terms of adjusting to the trucking lifestyle, drop a comment in the chat if you have anything that you have trouble with, anything that you struggle with adjusting. What is one of the main things that you struggle with adjusting into the CDL trucking lifestyle? For me, the number one thing, there are quite a few, but the number one thing is dealing with family while being away. Um, so I guess you can sum it up around socializing. When you do your research coming into this industry, you know you are going to be on the road for an extended period. You know that it's the trucking industry. If you want to make money, you got to drive the truck. It's trucking. It's not rocket science, but I think that's one of the hardest part for me. Some days are better than some, um, but just want to check in. I'm gonna run to the chat, read some comments. Let me, as I always do, let me drop a link for the live stream if you want to hop on, share, share your experience, ask me anything if you want to ask a question. Hey, be sure to. So I think YouTube sends out the notification. We're just about 4 minutes in. Let's see what we got. Damien is with us, a long time subscriber. Respect. Shout out, Damien. Backcountry TV. Please tell me you got a trainer. Is it Backcountry TV that didn't get a trainer, or is that you? Please tell me you got your truck. It's about time. Twisted Chaos. Chris, what's up? I just tried calling you. Click on the stream. Hop on in. Damien, I hope you're doing great. Oh, I did not say that. I think I. Greetings. I hope you're doing great wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video. Hey, I missed you guys. I missed you guys. Sorry I was away so long. Sometimes when I get a new trainee, I am locked in. Week one is the week where I do a lot of talking. I go over what is expected. I try to be repetitive with a lot of stuff so that it gets sticks in your head as a trainee. So I'm not really on that YouTube game that strong. The job comes first at all times. But I would sneak in on the night train somewhere to check in with you guys. Brandon Kelly, What is this? I'm heading to Minnesota tomorrow morning. I'm working for Hirschbach. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm here. Safe travels because it's snowing right now. We should be getting some snow tonight, some snow in the morning. This blizzard, there's a winter storm warning in effect right now. It should be moving across somewhere late tomorrow. Um, so be careful on the drive up. I think I have someone in the chat. Hello, check, check, check. I don't think I can hear you. Let me just make sure.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey,
What's going on?
what's going on? Who do we have here tonight on the train with us?
Damien, Damien.
Hey, respect, respect, Damien. You started orientation yet, or how's things going
Yeah.
for you?
I started on Monday. Things is going pretty good. Tomorrow we supposed to be going outside. But
Okay,
unfortunately we're gonna get we're supposed to get hit with a snowstorm, so we're gonna see how that plays out.
okay. So you started on Monday. Today is Tuesday, correct?
Yeah.
Is this your first week? So what did you do Monday and what did you do today?
Well,
If you
Monday
mind sharing.
Monday was just all classroom. We were in the classroom. We went over. We did a test. Was filling out, make sure all our documents is good. Today we just making sure covering, make sure everything's finalizing our documents.
Okay,
Was with John. Um,
okay,
so like tomorrow now we're supposed to go to the other side of the building to the HR department. And then after we're supposed to be going outside and
okay,
start a pre-trip.
okay.
But it's pretty
Well,
good, man. It's pretty
it's
good. It's
pretty
pretty good.
good. Let me take this opportunity on the behalf of everyone on the live stream. I know you've been in the chat for quite some time now to officially welcome you to the family. I don't think I'll be making it to East Dubuque until probably next week. Cause yeah, the snowstorm is gonna hit us up here in Minnesota as well. But hey, welcome to the family, man.
Now I definitely appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that, man. You don't want you the reason why I'm here, to be honest with you. Just because of
Respect.
your live, everything you just be uh pushing forward about Hirschbach, has been true, So I
It
came
is.
it
It
out.
is.
I came and tested out for myself, and everything's been true so far.
Okay.
Definitely got a lot of good people, good-hearted people here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everything's been good, man. Just now it was just for me to get on the outside in the truck and to start practice to drive. That's it.
Okay. Well, before you get to that, I will say this. How is the pre-trip coming on? How do you feel about the pre-trip so far? Have you been practicing?
Well, I haven't practiced yet for the simple fact I haven't been out like looking at the equipment as yet. We did receive the paper though, in terms of we could go over it. I've been watching the YouTube videos and everything, trying to try to memorize a couple of things in the in cab. But I
Okay.
just know for the outside, it's gonna be. I have to see what I'm really looking at before I even start practicing. But it should be pretty good, man. The trainers that I seen, they seem like they want you to win. Everybody seem like they rooting for you. So it's
Yeah,
good.
they want
Everything's
you to win. They
yeah.
do. They want you to win. And also, in a couple weeks, you will be testing out to get your CDL. Even the examiners, they don't want you to fail. I mean, they have to test you out and make sure that you know what I mean. You're really ready to go if you're gonna pass. But they don't. A lot of people get nervous on the test day. That's what I'm trying to say. They want you to win as well.
I agree. I agree. I agree. But everything is good, man. Everything is good. They do feed us. They do provide us with housing and everything, so and transportation. So Hirschbach is pretty fair company.
Nice, nice. I have someone else joining us. I see. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to check in. Who else we got on the stream with us tonight?
Hey, Critty, it's Alan.
Alan, what's up? What's up, my family?
No, I did get my own truck, by the way.
You got your own truck?
Yep, I'm sitting in Springfield, Missouri right now.
Nice, nice. Are you OTR or regional?
Tyson dedicated.
What's the minimum guaranteed incentive on that account? You know, if you don't mind me asking.
$13.50 a week.
Are you home every weekend?
No, 2 weeks out and 2 days off.
2 days out, 2 days off.
No, 2 weeks out.
2 weeks out and 2 days off. 2 full days off, not a 34-hour reset, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's good. That's good for starters. Hopefully, you can make more. That's the minimum guaranteed. So,
So the amount of miles I ran since I've been out 2 weeks, I've ran 3,500 miles this past 2 weeks.
okay.
How much miles have you ran?
3,500.
Okay, that's good.
In 1 week or for the 2 week?
2.
2 on a regional. Hopefully, you can get more than that because if you split that down the middle, that's 35 divided by 2. What are we? 17?
Yeah.
Something like that. If my math is my math is probably messed up. But
I'm on a multi drop load right now.
okay. What states?
I'm in Springfield right now, and it's a multi stop.
Okay. In Missouri?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the states that I run are Nebraska, South Dakota, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri. Oklahoma.
Okay. You got to hit me up when you're in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. Is that where
You got to hit me up. Yep, I'm up here all the time. Minnesota, Wisconsin. Occasionally, I might go to Iowa. A lot of North Dakota as well.
I was in Minnesota last week.
Oh, yeah? Which part? If you remember.
I can't remember. I've been all over.
Oh, and it's a Tyson. So were you at a Tyson plant up here?
I believe. No, I think it was a cold storage.
Oh, you probably Newport, Minnesota, probably.
Yeah, and then I went from Illinois clear down to Texas.
Okay. Well, that's good, man. That's what's up. So Damien want to know, he's new, right? So what advice would you give to Damien about the whole orientation and the training down? Did you come to Hirschbach CDL program or you already had your CDL?
No, I came. I did the schooling and everything.
Any advice you want to give to Damien? I know it's his first week.
The only advice that I can give to you is don't fuck around.
They don't play. They don't play.
Got you.
I will say this. My advice would be you need to find people in your group who are think positive minded like you on the goal, but at the same time, as Alan said, don't mess around. There are gonna be some that want to slack off and take everything for a joke. There are gonna be some that think that in every class you have one person that thinks they know everything.
Yeah.
Just
Take it very serious.
Yeah, take it serious, man.
That's true. I definitely agree with that. You know, you definitely do have you always gonna find that one individual that just want to just be, you know,
every class,
clown, you know,
every class.
You know, the fact of the matter is, I mean, we all came here for a reason.
Exactly.
You know,
your why. Got to remember your why. You got to remember your why.
Exactly.
But there are those people that screw off, and those are the people that fail.
Exactly. So I definitely appreciate that, man. What I was looking at in the Hirschbach chat on Facebook, and it seemed like everyone is like having a hard time finding a trainer.
Yeah, they are, because not very many trainers want to train in the wintertime.
Yep. I can tell you, it's not fun training. Can you imagine it being minus 20 and you have somebody who is backing up a truck for the first time, and you got to stand out there and be patient with them? Not everybody can commit to that. I can, because I remember that I was in that situation at some point. I was there too. But it's not easy. It's not easy, man.
Also, too, when you get out with your trainer, you'll be scared the first time to back at a truck stop. But ever since I've been on my own, I haven't been scared. Don't second guess it.
Okay. Definitely appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
Definitely
man.
appreciate that.
Good luck out there. And so, Alan, you're backcountry TV then, I guess, right?
Yeah, correct.
There we go,
Alan,
man.
are
Finally
you gonna be
got you.
making any? I'm sorry. Are you gonna make any content for YouTube?
I'm in the process of maybe getting a GoPro camera, but I haven't decided yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
you should do
Yeah,
it,
you
man.
guys.
I was
Yep.
just saying to I was just saying to students that's in my class that we don't really have that much Hirschbach vlogs about. You get what I'm saying? Apart from Critty and a couple other new trainees, we don't really have that much about. You know, just like Prime have like a whole lot.
Yeah,
Well,
You
yeah.
my only
Go.
downfall is that I don't know how to edit videos very well. So
Yep. I use Power Director. It's very simple, and it just comes over a period of time. And you know what I noticed? I will spend all my time to edit a video nice and neat, and I will do a video just raw cut and throw it up. And guess which one of the videos get more views?
the raw cut.
The raw cut. No.
Yeah.
So the edit you can work on, it will come. What you need to do is just post content. Just start there.
I
That would be my advice.
I just need a GoPro camera and a laptop. That's all I need.
Yeah, yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it, man.
Got it, man. I
Well,
definitely appreciate it, man. Hirschbach definitely a good energy around the company. I like that.
hey, we're glad to have you.
From
We're
inside the
here.
Well,
office,
and
from inside the office and out.
another thing is that like once you get out on your own, it's gonna be a little stressful at first. But once you get the hang of the like paperwork and everything, once you get the hang of that, then it's like a leap of faith. Like the paperwork comes with time and patience.
Okay.
Hmm.
Why you say it will be
Yeah.
stressful? Like, what's stressful about it?
Because every time you get done with your load, you got to turn in your paperwork so that way you can get paid for that load.
Yep.
Okay.
Always do a trip sheet. Even if it's just a trailer move, you have to do that. And sometimes, I will say, try to build a good relationship with your dispatch manager. Um, in the earlier stages, communication, things might be a little bit rocky. A lot of people, that's when they give up. Like the first 2 to 3 weeks, they don't give things a time to work, time to develop a relationship.
Yeah,
So,
don't mind my voice right now. I'm overcoming a sickness, so I've been sick and working at the same time.
oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you get better real soon, bro.
Oh, I've been taking Mucinex left and right because of my allergies.
Okay, okay, okay.
Hope you
Yeah,
feel
it's
better,
good.
champ.
Yeah. What industry, if you don't mind me asking, are you coming from, Damien? Before the trucking?
I was coming from the warehouse.
The warehouse. Okay.
Yeah,
It's gonna
warehouse.
be some adjustment. Especially when you get on your trainer's truck. And I think that's good because that gives you this is why I recommend getting your CDL through Hirschbach as opposed to getting your CDL from a school. Now you get a chance with your trainer to sleep at the truck stops, sleep at a rest area, maybe sleep at a shipper or a receiver, just to see how the whole operation works. Things like that. It's quite some adjustment, but you'll be good, man.
Oh,
You'll be good.
another
I
thing too.
appreciate that.
Another thing that when you do get your own truck, that I do highly recommend is getting a Garmin Diesel OTR GPS.
Okay.
Very good. Very good. Those are good. Those are good.
Don't get the regular Garmin car. Get the truck one because that takes you on truck routes. And if you get the
Exactly.
car and you go on a car route, you're gonna get pulled over.
Okay. Okay.
Or you might run into a bridge that's too low for you to go under, and then you have some serious problems on your hand.
Or railroad tracks.
Right.
Yep, a lot of stuff. So it's good to. Hi, Johnny on the flip side said hello, Critty, and the chat. Johnny is on the flip side has always been a long time supporter too. Yeah, man. And we were just talking about adjusting to the trucking life. When I get to a chipper or a receiver, one of the first things I look at is what kind of bathrooms they have set up. Do they have overnight parking or not? Just in case the next time, if I get a load going to that location, that might help me to determine if I'm going to shut down at that shipper or receiver, or if I'm gonna shut down at the nearest truck stop. You know what I mean?
That's why I like my Garmin, because my Garmin tells me where they're all at.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes you can, like, especially on a Tyson account, they have like overnight parking. They have good bathrooms. Because what I don't want is like in the middle of the night you have to go use a portable toilet or something. And
Yeah,
some people don't take care of those. They don't treat them cleanly. So if I can avoid that, I might park at a truck stop or a rest area 20 or 30 miles away.
uh,
You
some
know
of
what I
the,
mean?
some of the Tyson plants do, some of them don't. They're not the greatest.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, any question, Damien? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I'm just, here right now. I'm in the
Yeah,
room. Um,
the
you know,
thing is find a good group of people to be with that will support you, because
yeah,
if you don't, they'll bring you down. And then, like I said, I've seen it happen because I went through the school, and I know how it goes. Like, there will be people that fail, and that's the people that get brought down with them.
Yep. Yep.
okay. Now, see, this is the thing, right? Because today is like really the second day that we all, been in the classroom together. But I'm trying to get a feel for everybody. We have a conversation. Trying to see where everybody mindset is at, because again, you want to surround yourself with people that's like that have the same goal as you, and they're trying to get things
Exactly.
accomplished.
Exactly.
So I'm definitely trying to stay away from people that tend to want to joke around and trying to be funny. Because you're always gonna have that one individual that's in the class that's that think they just Kevin Hart, whatever
Uh
it may be. You
huh.
know, but I
Also,
get
Go
also,
ahead.
too, also too, when you get the chance, talk to other drivers while you're at the terminal, because then that will give you more insight on the company as a whole.
got
Hmm.
you, got you, got you.
Another thing I want to interject and say, you want to talk to people that are like-minded, but you want to enjoy the experience as well. But you just
Now,
have to be
of
careful,
course, of course, of course,
Yeah,
of course.
because you can joke, you can make light of the situation, but at the same time, we're not here to lose focus on the main goal. Keep the main thing.
Of course,
And
of
you'll
course.
be fine.
See, I
And we
went.
are here. We're here.
See, I went to the Kansas City terminal school when
Okay.
they had that, but they shut that down.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't been down there in a while too. I used to go to the cold storage down in Kansas City, Edgerton, Kansas. I used to pass through that terminal a lot, but now I've been mostly up in the Midwest,
No,
north, up
what
here, North Dakota, Minnesota.
what account are you on, Critty?
This is called the AWG, Associated Wholesale and Groceries.
Oh, I'm delivering to
So,
one. Hey, I'm delivering to that tomorrow morning.
oh, you're coming up to St. Cloud, Minnesota tomorrow?
No, I'm delivering that to Springfield.
Oh, you did. Okay, okay.
So let me ask you a
Well,
question. How you guys normally run? You guys normally do the use up your whole 70 hours,
Uh,
or
no, so how that works? Like, this is my second week out, so I'm running my recaps right now.
okay?
So
yeah,
when you run your recaps until you go on home time. Then you get your fresh start.
Okay.
That's if you're
yeah,
dedicated. Now,
yeah,
if you're OTR, you do your 34 out on the road.
exactly. And a lot of OTR drivers, they run like 8.5, 9 hours a day, maximum, so that they are running on recap hours and they get their time back and stuff like that.
Now,
Um,
now
but
a dedicated,
the,
we run 10, 11 hours a day.
yeah, no, OTR. I'm saying for the OTR guys. Yeah, dedicated, you just run because, as a matter of fact, if you're home every weekend, you're not gonna run a full 70-hour clock. If you're home every other weekend, well, yeah, chances are if they keep you running on that account, you're gonna be running on some recap hours at some point. And you understand what that means, right?
Well, we supposed to go over that tomorrow. That's what they're going to teach us about tomorrow, about how to use our clock and everything. Um,
Okay.
but I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos. Try to try to be ahead of the game and everything. So I
But
kind of have an idea, you know.
well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing is that some of the YouTube videos don't really help out all too much. You kind of have to do it on your own
Got you.
because yeah, every company is different.
It is. It is. But with your clock, it's I keep it very simple. You have 14 hours for the day to drive for your work day, right? Out of that 14 hours, you have 11 hours to drive. And you have to take a 30-minute break within an 8-hour time span out of that 11 hours.
Okay.
And that's what I do.
Yeah, this is pretty much simple. It get more technical with you take a 10-hour break and then your clock restarts the following day. Some people do a 8-hour 2 8 2 split, 7 3 split. I don't try to make it that complicated. All I got to say is just take a 10-hour break, your clock comes back. The further you go in your career, you will learn more about the splits and stuff like that.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
you have
that's the
you
thing
have
that I've been
yeah
studying.
you have 8 days to 7 days to do your 70 hours on the 8th day at midnight. So let's say today is Monday and
Yeah.
you drove 8 hours today, right?
Okay.
If you run out your 70 hours next week, Monday at midnight, you're going to get back all the time that you used on Monday, the previous Monday. Tuesday night, you're going to get back all the time that you used the previous Tuesday. And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on
Got you.
until you
Got
take
you.
a 34-hour reset. Whenever you're off duty for 34 hours or more, your full 70 hours comes back.
Now,
Got you.
now, Grady, I had a question. So, when I go on home time, do I put myself in the sleeper berth or do I put myself in off duty?
I do off duty because you will be on home time for that extended period where if a DOT officer pulls you over and see that you were off duty for, let's say, 48 hours, right?
Right.
Well, that explains itself. You got to be sleeping, I would hope. Unless you, I was joking with a guy who asked me that question recently. I said, unless you look like a zombie from one of those movies who haven't slept in 48 hours with your eyes popping out. But yeah, you would be in off duty for that 48 hours that you're home. You don't have to do sleeper bird.
See, that's what I did last time. I put myself in sleeper berth.
Uh, you want your clock to tell a story, which is why this is how I advise my trainees to do it. When you shut down, you go off duty for 10 15 minutes. Let's say you're doing your walk around the truck. If you did your pre-trip, by law you don't have to log your post trip at the end of the day.
Right.
So use that 10 15 minutes to walk around the truck, then you go into sleeper bird. Make sure you're in sleeper bird for at least 8 hours. When you get up in the morning, get out of sleeper bird and go into off duty. you know, Give it a little time. Let's say this is the time that you freshen up. If you're not at a truck stop, you go brush your teeth, whatever you do. Then you do your pre-trip. So if I'm a DOT officer and I look at your logs, it is telling a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would not just go straight out of sleeper berth, straight to pre-trip, or straight from driving straight into sleeper berth. You want your logs to tell a story, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense now.
hmm Yeah, so that's how that goes, man. Well, I'm glad to have you guys with me for
Yeah.
sure.
Uh,
I haven't jumped.
How's your new training?
My new trainee, he's doing very good. I did not expect him to learn how to be so good at backing up the truck this early, so that's always a plus, especially with this weather. So he's doing really good. He had the first opportunity this morning to drive in adverse weather conditions in terms of on our way back from Jamestown, North Dakota. There was some little stretch where there was like ice on the road, stuff like that, and I told him, hey, I trust you. I have confidence in you. I will just coach you through it. And we got it done. And we made it home. We made it here. We parked. He's doing
So,
good.
Okay, that's good. Did you guys have to train up?
you know when
No, it wasn't that much. No.
Iowa got that snow last week,
Uh huh.
I drove through all that.
Yeah. Not fun, huh?
No, it wasn't, but I made it through it.
That's good, man.
Yeah. Yeah. This
Stay
is where your
focused, man.
trip.
That's good.
So what happened is when we got up this morning, we did our trip planning. There is a thing called 511. You can download the app. There is one for each state. This is what I used to check the weather. So already knew. What is that loud sound? Who's
Oh,
that?
sorry, that's the TV. That's the TV. That's the TV.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
sorry about that. Yeah, there we go. We use the 511 app to check the weather conditions before we even hit the road. So we know, okay, this is what's going on out there. This is where we might hit a little bit of ice. This is where the conditions of the roads will get better. Because if we, if based on doing our trip plan, we found out that the roads are not safe to drive, we would not have, what is that? We would not leave out for the road.
Okay.
Yeah, trip planning in the winter time is very, very important. You want to check the weather for your location where you are. You want to check the weather for the destination where you're going. You want to check the weather for some of the towns along the way just to make sure you know what to expect.
Okay. Okay. Critty, let me ask you a quick question. You thought about I remember you said that you was thinking about going the lease purchase route. You still thinking about it?
No, no, I'm not gonna lease. I talked to the lease department. They have a very good lease program, but what I found out is being on a regional dedicated account, I would not be able to maximize my earning potential as if I was OTR. I think leasing suits someone OTR where you can get the maximum amount of miles, do your truck payment, and still take home as much as you possibly can. So
Yeah, yeah, but
that's my opinion of it.
my driver trainer that I had, he was dedicated and he was doing lease purchase.
Yeah, I know of guys that do it on this account as well, but me personally, I I'm like when I really do the pros and the cons, I'm like I don't think I'm gonna go at the lease right now. Maybe later in the year when the time is warm, who knows? I might even switch it up and go OTR because sometimes it's I miss driving out from California to New York and Florida up to Massachusetts, just going all over. You know.
And that's exactly what I want to do. I definitely want to go on an OTO route. Well, I want to do TNT if that's possible. Um, you know, yeah, definitely. That's what coming out of training. I definitely want to do TNT. Um,
Oh, you mean team with a trainee?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
team up, team
They
driving.
they usually don't do that. They put you in solo.
They put you solo.
Unless no, if you have a teammate like from training or something, you could work because I trained Chris and I trained Elvis, and both of them are teaming. When I got done with Elvis, he went to team with Chris. He was in the chat actually. Twisted Chaos. There he is. But they're up in Wyoming. Let's see. I think they got hit. Yeah, they got hit by a snowstorm up in Wyoming. They shut down I-80 for I think about a day or something like that.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I would recommend first thing when you get your truck, if you have the money, buy you a Garmin Diesel GPS because that will save your life.
Here's
Got
a
you, got you.
question. Here's a question from David in the chat, and I'll ask probably Damien because he's the newest one. How long does it take to get the application approved? You want to go ahead and take that one?
Yeah, David. Um, it could take a little while, man, because it took me up to like 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, basically, to get the whole process completed, and
No,
because
not completed. Approved.
well, to approve, well, basically to get it approved. Once you submit the application, your recruiter's gonna contact you back and let you know. They're gonna run a MVR on you, and once the MVR
Okay.
come back, they're gonna do a background check. And once that background check come back, they're gonna let you know basically when an opening available date is for you to come in. But right now, from what I'm hearing and what I'm understanding is that everything's all backed up. I had to wait a little while for me to come in. So yeah.
Yeah, and the only reason why you had to wait a little while is because they shut down the school in Kansas.
Yeah. So it's basically like just one school that's really pushing
I
everybody
also
through
think.
right now.
I also. Can you hear me? Hello. Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah.
I think because they closed down the training in Kansas City, everybody is training now at East Dubuque. So the classes, people are coming in. The classes are a bit backed up.
Yeah, and
So
plus
so
we
that
had to plus because there was the we have an overflow. Right now they got us in. Well, they got me and a couple other drivers. I mean trainees, in the quality inn. So just because of the overflow and everything. So, but you know,
oh at the Bay. So a lot of people are staying at the Baymont. So you're not at
yeah,
Baymont.
they got this. Most majority of people staying at Baymont, but the Baymont is booked up. And so they put us because I came in Sunday. So I came in
Okay.
Sunday in the afternoon. So when I came in, basically at the Baymont, they let us know that we don't have any room available, but they're gonna put us over to the Quality Inn, which is right next door. It's not far. It's really like
Okay.
a step away. We still have the same access that everyone have in the Baymont. You know, it's just that we're in a
Okay.
different side of the hotel. So yeah,
Oh,
So
one thing.
how is I was gonna ask in terms of the orientation, because when I say stuff, people think that I make things up. How do they treat you? Do you get your 3 meals per day,
you definitely
stuff
do
like
three
that?
meals per day. You definitely do get your 3 meals per day. In the
That's
morning,
good.
you breakfast is served, which is your waffles, your toast, your butter, your jelly, your orange juice, your apple juice.
Nice.
Then they
Lunch?
serve
What do you get?
lunch
Lunch?
they serve
Okay.
lunch at 12 o'clock every single day. Well, so far every day at the terminal.
Okay.
We're supposed to be having fish. I think sometime this week they said we're gonna be having fish and everything. And if you don't eat pork, like myself, they accommodate you for that because most people not pork eaters. So they definitely
How about
accommodate you for that.
travel to the orientation? How was your travel setup? Did they pay for your travel? Did they fly you in, or did you
What
take a Greyhound bus or a
they
rental car?
they flew me in from New York. They flew me in out with Delta. I had to pay for my ticket. They're gonna reimburse me for my ticket, my expense from New York. Then after you buy your ticket, you'll send your information to the recruiter. Let your recruiter know how much you paid and what after you let your recruiter know, he's gonna basically send you over the shuttle guy's information. Basically, it's another driver, another trainee that's in school that's probably have 3 weeks in, that will come pick you up. He waited for me. I told him I was going to be there. I landed at 2:20. He waited for me and everything. So yeah, everything was good.
How about
And
the
we able to use the van as well too. So because
okay, if you got to make any Walmart runs or to and
exactly,
from the
exactly.
hotel? How about the drug test? You did a drug test on property when you show up on site, right?
Yes, yes. We definitely did a drug test yesterday. We definitely did a drug test, and some like because they do have the nurse on in the office, so they definitely do a drug test. If you do anything that you're not supposed to be doing, listen, don't waste your time and come.
They'll send you home. They'll
Yes,
send
don't
you
waste your
home.
time. This
I
make
Have
sure
you
you're.
have you have you heard the word Luma yet? Have you met Luma?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So
hey, that one never stops, especially when
oh
I'm on
man,
the road.
I listen, man. Right now, because I don't know, we have to do the 65 chapters.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, wow, this is feel like I'm just back in school, But
Yeah.
it's not hard or anything, you know what I mean? Is you just gotta apply yourself in basic school, make sure you just do
Well,
everything right. But it's definitely not a hard task at all.
well,
You
and
know?
Go ahead, Alan. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that Luma training stuff does not stop, especially when you're out on the road.
Yep, I got the every month I get some stuff from Luma where I have to go in and watch safety videos for each month and stuff like that. It doesn't stop. It doesn't
And
stop.
then also, I forgot to mention, while you're in CDL school, pre-trip, learn your
That's what. That's the first thing I ask him about. Even when you're in orientation, pre-trip, pre-trip, pre-trip.
the
Mm-hmm.
backing. The backing comes with time. Do the pre-trip.
So I got a question for you, Alan. You're on the Tyson dedicated. Were there any possibility for you to join any other regional dedicated accounts, or that's what they did? You request this account, or how did you get set up with that one?
I wanted Smithfield, but Smithfield was all full, so I'm on the waiting list for that.
Okay,
But
I think.
I'm not doing OTR because I'm gonna get myself burnt out on it.
Okay.
You say you're gonna get yourself. I'm sorry.
You said what?
What you just said? You say you don't want to do OTR because what?
Because I'll get burnt out.
Okay.
Yeah, I did OTR for 1 year. Pros and con, man, there are quite a bit, but I will say the pro is this is a beautiful country, man, and I was blessed to go through California, Montana, Washington, Atlanta, New Mexico, Arizona, Massachusetts, Florida, North Carolina, so you name it. I've been to a lot of states. I've seen a lot.
And
It gives you a lot, but it takes a lot in terms of you're so far away from home sometimes, and you just have the steering wheel, the road, the white lines, and you're driving, and it's a lot, and you're gone for like 4 weeks at a time. When you're on a regional dedicated account, you go home every weekend or every other weekend, so you kind of see the family a little bit more. You're
or
not seeing all the states, but
or if you want to, like even with dedicated, you can still stay out for a month and then you get 4 days off.
right. The thing with the dedicated is you're not gonna be going to too far out of your region. You're gonna be in a dedicated account wherever you are.
It's like me. I'm taking home time Friday, so that's
Okay.
why I'm in Missouri right now. Is because they're keeping me close by home.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be going to Jamaica pretty soon here. I got a comment here from PSP said I'm training with rail transportation right now. Not bad at all. There's who has a TV on or something in the
I
background.
do.
I keep
I
hearing.
got you. I'm gonna pause it. Give
Yeah.
me a second.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I did a review on Rail versus Hirschback, and I found Rail to be a very good company as well. I tell people all the time, you have to make what works for you work for you. I got my CDL at Prime Inc. at the time because it worked for me. Even though Rail, they had a lot of terminals in Wisconsin, but Prime Inc. paid me more out of training, and that's just what I went for at the time. But sometimes it's not just what you get paid while you will choose a company, why you would choose a company. So, but Rail is pretty good. Compared to Hirschbach, I think, and this is my opinion, I think Hirschbach is better. You hear Damien talk about the orientation and the stuff that he gets. Some of these companies don't provide you with 3 meals a day. And at Hirschbach, when you get your own truck, you have a refrigerator. There's a smart TV. I can cook my food and meal prep at home for a whole week or even more because I have a freezer and a refrigerator, so I
And we
just
got
like Hirschbach better.
and we got Wi-Fi in the trucks.
And there's Wi-Fi. And it comes with the APU inverter. I mean, I don't find another company that makes the driver comfortable like Hirschbach. Also, you can pay off your CDL in 13 weeks, whether you are solo on a dedicated account or you are OTR teaming. 13 weeks and you can pay. I don't find no other company that you can pay it off that quickly. And that is very important because a lot of these companies, they want you to sign 1 year contracts or they want you to do 120,000 miles with them. Um, a lot can happen over a year. What if you might have to quit? Or,
And
I
then
love that.
and then also too, like when you get out on the road, it's like what Grady made a YouTube video of lumper fees. Yeah, those are really confusing at first, but I got the hang of it. But lumper fees are a pain in the butt.
They are. They are. You heard that, Damien? Damien?
Yes, I heard him.
So if
Would you mind just breaking it down for me a little bit more?
you want to go at that, Alan?
Uh, you can, Grady, because my voice is half and
So
half right.
lumper fees, I have a video about it. So you can watch my YouTube video, but I'm gonna be quick. Lumper fee is when you go to some of these shippers or receivers, they have guys that load you or unload you that don't work directly with the company. They provide that service. So a name you will hear all the time is Capstone. That's one of
Yep.
the major lumpers around the place. They load or unload you, so they charge a fee. Whenever you go to a shipper or a receiver, they might say to you, hey, just so you know, the lumper fee is going to be $200. All you got to do is communicate to dispatch, hey, I need a lumper fee for $200. They're going to send the money either to your card where you can do a com check. They send you
The EFS card.
authorization or an EFS check if you have an EFS card. Plain and simple. And they also now have a relay code. Whenever you do a relay code, that sends the receipt straight to the company. If you use an EFS check, make sure you get a copy of your lumper receipt and scan that in whenever you're sending in your bills and your trip sheet.
See, even when I do the relay code, I still scan in my receipt.
You can never be too sure, too safe.
Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you.
No problem, man. No problem.
And then also, if you ever have a breakdown, always scan your receipts of the tires or whatever that got replaced.
A very important thing about breakdown, what I will say, I almost quit Hirschbach in the first week I joined the company because something pissed me off. I had a breakdown. I called Road Assist. I was sitting on the side of the road for about 3 to 4 hours, and I'm like, let me call back. And the first thing they asked me is, oh, we don't have it. Who did you speak to? Whenever you have a breakdown and you contact Road Assist, ask the person who you're talking to for their name. Make sure you write that down. So whenever you're going to do a follow-up, you can say, hey, I was speaking to Mark. They can either connect you straight to Mark, or you have reference to say, hey, this is who I made the problem that I have aware to. Also, on the Hirschbach app, in real time, you will see that Road Assist open a case, which is very good. Very, very good. They open the case. What is the ETA, which is the expected time of arrival for the guys who are coming to fix your truck? If it's a tow truck that is coming to tow you, whatever, you can see all of that in real time on the app, which is very good. But whenever you call Road Assist to report a problem, make sure you ask, so who am I speaking with? And make a note of that. That will help you. I was very mad because I'm like, what's going on? And apparently, the person who I spoke with, I don't know if they dropped the ball or did not make note of the issues that I had, and they had to start trying to get me some help at that point. But early in your trucking career, things like this happen, and I tell people, don't just up and quit. A lot of times I notice when people are coming to Hirschbach or Prime Inc. or some of these companies to get their CDL, they already know that they're gonna quit before they even get there. They're like, man, I just want to get the CDL and get out of there. And that's
And then,
fine if that's what you want to do, but you know,
I will say too that when you're on your driver training with your driver trainer, the first week is gonna be stressful because you're not used to driving those long hours.
Got you.
Driving stamina. It takes time. And I always kind of like let you build up going along. I don't just let you get in the truck and be like, hey, you're going to drive 10 hours today. Because driving, and someone will say to me, oh, I drive my car from New York to Florida all the time. Driving a car for for 11 hours and driving a semi truck 80,000 pounds 74 feet for 11 hours with all that responsibility, it's two different things.
Yeah.
See,
It's two different things.
driving a car, I noticed I get more tired driving a car than I do driving a semi.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
interesting.
Yeah. And once you get your CDL, you're going to go back to your home state to transfer your CDL from East Dubuque, Illinois to New York. Make sure you make yourself available right away so that they
Yeah.
can start looking for a trainer. Don't
And
wait until you go back because then that delays the process.
and
Got you.
and while you're at home and you're waiting for your trainer, you still get paid.
Got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
you do.
definitely notified us about that. Told us about that. They
You do.
definitely.
You
But
do, man.
like I said, just do great. We hope you pass because we want to just see you out there. So
Now, definitely, one thing about Hirschbach, man, is the energy around the company, especially being like inside the facility right now. And I could say the energy is good, man. I definitely
Perfect.
like the vibration over here. I definitely like the people over here. Everyone is upbeat. Like most company you go to, people tend to, be. You could tell. You understand? Like over
Yeah,
here, everything is just positive vibe. Positive
that is
vibration.
true. That is
Everyone is
true.
rooting for you, and so I like that. Everyone is
Yep.
just nice and courteous. That's what it's all about.
well,
Also, make sure you use that gym down there. It's not just there for decoration.
oh,
Uh,
hold on.
the gym and the sauna too. They have a sauna, by the way. They have a
Oh,
sauna.
oh, at the
Yeah,
hotel. I did not
yeah. They have a
stay at the
sauna
hotel.
and a gym. Yeah,
Oh,
that definitely caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you.
yeah. This job that we do, it's not a physical job. So even just get on the treadmill, walk for 45 minutes at a brisk pace, throw around some weights, just do something physical to get your heart rate up from time to time, and you know what I mean. It's not like you're working out to look like Dwayne Johnson or The Rock or whatever his name is. But
So what I do if I'm not around a gym is like I'll sit there and walk around the truck stop for a little while, or I'll walk inside the truck stop and get my
I
exercise.
do that. I walk inside. Yep.
Okay. So what's it like? How do you guys eat on the road? Like, do you guys always buy food, or do you guys cook on the truck?
So what I do is I have an air fryer in my truck, and that's how I
Okay,
cook all
nice.
my food.
There you go. I
Yeah.
meal prep when I go home on the weekends, so I will put like 7 or 8 dishes of food. What can hold in the fridge, hold in the refrigerator. What can hold in the freezer, hold in the freezer. That usually holds me for 7 or 8 days. For the rest of the other days, Walmart is my best friend. I'll grab like a salad, make myself a sandwich or something like that in between here or there. Um, I have a instant pot, so if I get some of the canned soups, I would throw that in the instant pot, warm it up, whatever. Get creative a bit. Air fryer is a really good avenue to go as well.
Yeah, I got an
But
air.
Walmart is going to be your best friend. You're not going to want to stop at some of these restaurants paying $30 for a meal each day because
Listen, I hope not. You want to preserve all the cash, man.
I mean,
eh,
it is
go
nice.
ahead.
It is nice once in a while when you can afford
It
it,
is.
but
It
not all
is.
the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
today I took my trainee to the Mall of America in down there in Minneapolis in the Twin Cities.
Ah, you lucky.
Yeah. He he walk in, and he's like 4 stories. He's like, oh my gosh.
Hey,
We, we
where I went with my driver trainer?
uh-huh.
I went to Iowa 80.
Nice. That's nice. That's
That's
nice
like
down
that.
there.
Isn't that one of the biggest truck stop? They were saying.
It's
Yeah.
the world's largest truck stop. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Expensive, but nice.
now that I'm on my route, I go past it all the time.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And you
So
were so
Alan,
excited to go there the first time, right?
Yeah.
Alan, quick question: would you think now that you're you solo now, would you do training? Would
Would
you
I
train? Would you train?
would I train?
Yes.
Uh, I mean, maybe I might. It just might come with time, but it's up in the air.
Okay. Okay.
I got to get more comfortable with myself before I can train other people.
Got you. Got you. Makes sense.
because
Yeah.
because I don't. I'm like, see, like I'm the type of person like it takes a while for me to build trust in somebody.
Got you.
I think the main thing with training, I will say from a trainer, two things. The first one is patience, and the second one is people skills. You got to have people skills because not everybody gets it right off the bat that this is a relationship and that, how do I say this without, not everybody get that you want them to do well. You might think that people will get that like straight off the bat. A lot of times you got to have patience. It's not for everybody. I will say that. I will say that.
And then I will say too that when you graduate with your trainer, you will get a 2022 or 2023 international.
Okay.
Nice. I think Raman in the chat, he got a 2023. He just sent me some pictures, I think.
Mine's a
So
2022.
look at that. I got a 2022.
Did you try to make it as cozy as possible, or do you guys hook it up with um lights and video games? You know,
No,
where you guys
mine,
downtown.
Video
mine,
games.
mine has so in my truck, I got my microwave, my fridge, I got my air fryer, my TV, I got my Xbox, I got everything.
Got you. Got you.
Nice, nice, nice.
What about you,
Yeah,
Critty?
for me, I do not have any gaming system. I have a microwave, a TV, the TV and the refrigerator. Um, but I have unlimited data, so I will watch movies. I got my Roku, so
Okay.
if I because sometimes you might be at a shipper or a receiver for 5 hours, and you don't want to just fall asleep in the truck or anything. You want to keep yourself alert and awake. You got some downtime. If you play game, if you're a gamer, you could hit some game or watch a movie or something like that if you want.
Like with Tyson, like Tyson has a lot of downtime, so that's why I got an Xbox in my truck.
Yeah,
Got you.
that's
Got
cool,
you.
man.
Got you.
Like, see, even on dedicated, if you're broken down, or even if you're do like 2 or 3 loads on your stuff, you still get your guaranteed pay.
Exactly.
Okay. I thought the dedicated. I thought they said the dedicated was supposed to be what like 1600 or something like
That's
that.
if you're team driving.
If
That's
you're
if
a
you're a
team
team driver.
driver, team
Okay.
driver,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
the
Okay.
guaranteed.
Now, if you're solo dedicated, it's 1350.
Okay.
Depending on the account, because there's I think Raman is on that Walmart dedicated account, which is 1550.
Damn.
I think. Yeah,
That's
solo.
pretty good.
Comment in the chat, Raman. What's the dedicated minimum for that Walmart account? I see Julio is in the house. He said, "Good evening, everyone. I will be driving tonight. God bless you all." Hey, Julio. Oh, so there we go. Walmart 1550. Nice. Straight
Damn.
out of CDL school, you could be making that. And that's up in New York. So you're in New York, right, Damien?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely up in New York.
See,
Yeah.
I live in Nebraska, so
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Julio, one of my trainees. I think he got a 2022. I'm not sure if he got placed on that Walmart account. I know he had spoke with Raman about it. Um, Julio, man, shout out, shout out. I hope you're doing great.
but another thing
Let
too.
me. I'm trying to see if I remember something that Julio said to me in Spanish. It was "Es un gusto verte de nuevo." He probably know what that means. It means good to see you again, brother. It's good to see my students. Go ahead, Alan. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good. And then another thing, too, I forgot to mention: try to make your truck feel like home, because if you don't, you're gonna be homesick.
I got you. I got you. I definitely was.
Yep.
I was definitely telling someone in the class that I was my plan coming out of school is once I get on with a trainer and go on the road by myself, I'm planning on staying out there for as long as possible. Right now I don't have any kids. My overhead is not too crazy, so I just plan to trying to just be out on the road and just trying to maximize my opportunity as much as possible, man. That's
See,
what I'm trying to do.
and the reason why I like being out on the road is because, I mean, yeah, I spend money here and there, but I spend less money when I'm out on the road than when I'm at home.
See, that's the
Yeah.
thing too. That's the
Yeah.
thing too,
You
because
just, I would say this. Go ahead.
see, with trucking, that I'm pretty sure most people, if you're not disciplined, you're gonna start spoiling yourself, and then you're gonna start spending, and so you have to be disciplined. You have to always
Yeah.
remember. Well, me personally, I always try to remember my goal and what I'm doing this for, and what's my my ending result. I always try to think about the long term. I don't think about just the short term. The fun that you have in money and everything. I think about what are you trying to get accomplished in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, a lot of drivers they talk a mean game. They'll tell you, "Oh, I'm gonna lease, and after leasing, I'm gonna get my own truck. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." And then you see them 2 weeks later. What's up? Hey, this dispatcher said something, and I quit. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
No.
You quit? What do you mean
Not
you
Yeah.
quit?
disciplined,
Like,
man. They're not disciplined. Not
so
disciplined.
Yeah.
Not
No,
disciplined.
I have, since I've been out in my own truck for 2 weeks now, I have a very good relationship with my nighttime dispatch and my daytime.
that's good. I will say something, Damien. This company is very good. We have a high energy around it, but I'm not gonna lie to you. There are some down days where you have to pick yourself up, and that's life, and that's any job. You got to be prepared for those. There are hurdles that are gonna be in the way, whatever shape or form. And as a family, I'm here. You could always shoot me an email or just hop under a video, be like, "Critty, hit me up," whatever. But there are gonna be those days, and that's the thing with trucking. A lot of people, when you do your research and the recruiter says to you, brand new equipment, excellent home time, this, that pay, you get 2,800 miles per week, guarantee, this, da, 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 da. It's all nice and dandy, but the truth is, in trucking, there are some days where we all need somebody to pick us up, or we have to pick up ourselves, because just like any other job, things go
Yeah, I
wrong
definitely agree. I
and things
definitely
don't
agree.
go as planned. So
Yeah.
I
And
I always
I,
tell people that they don't, get over,
Overwhelmed
like they don't have
basically.
the expectations like, oh, I'm gonna get 15, 1600 every week, and then the first week you find that you didn't get enough miles or something happened and you did not, you lose your or whatever. So go
yeah.
ahead, Alan.
And like with me, like when I first met Critty, like I got Critty's phone number. Like I can call him whenever I need him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
Yeah,
mine
I
and
definitely agree, man. Y'all, I definitely don't look at life, as everything that's being sunshine and glitter and gold. Uh, I don't think anybody should look at life that way. Everything's gonna be perfect all the time. If you look at life,
Yeah.
well,
so
and you will have your down days in trucking.
mhm.
Uh, like vehicles will cut you off every day and everything else, and
Trust me, I know, man. Listen, coming from New York,
Coming from New York, coming from New York. When I have a city driver, I always have to tell my drivers from New York, slow down. It's okay. 'Cause
Trust me, I
well,
understand, man. New York is a little different. It's a different
I
type of
think
animal.
Elvis is calling me. I'll call him right back. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
but
a different type of animal being in New York, man. So I definitely know. It's all
but
about patience. And this is another thing I learned about being as well as being in the class. You have to have that patience. just to really sit there and basically follow through throughout the day. Because even though sometimes you're gonna have a little downtime, and you tend to get bored and distracted, and you just want to
Hmm.
goof off. But end of the day, as you said, you got to know why you're here, and just
Yep.
remain focused, and have patience.
Yep. Yep. That's it, man. That's it. Well, I have you guys on for an hour. This stream is going longer than I can. I'm gonna cut you guys off if somebody else wanna hop on or chat a little bit, and then I probably shut it down. But it's great to have you guys on, man. Cause what? It's been about 2 weeks since I did a live stream. I need to keep the train rolling.
Nah,
Yeah,
I see a
definitely,
lot.
man, definitely.
yeah, you're good. I'm gonna hop off and get some sleep because I gotta be up
You
early.
get some sleep too, bro. Damien, for sure, because you
I ain't not
definitely
a
gotta hop
problem,
up
man.
early in the AM. Hey,
Not a problem.
respect,
Have a
Alan.
beautiful one.
I'm a hop in the chat and see what's going on.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Respect, guys. Yeah, that was Backcountry TV and Damien. It was a pleasure talking with those guys, man. Adjusting to the trucking life. I don't think we missed anything. I think we covered pretty much a little bit of everything that you might face in this job. I got a comment here trying to keep up with the chat. Ramen, bad weather heading your way, my brother. Be careful. Oh, yeah. There's a strong possibility that this truck will not move tomorrow. Um, right now, winter storm warning is in effect. They're saying blizzard. It is snowing cats and dogs as we speak outside right now. I drop a link for the live stream in chat just in case anybody want to hop on, have any question or anything. Um, but Ramin, I saw your pictures of your new 2023 Freightliner. Congratulations. Oh, I look like I'm all caught up with the chat. I am not sure if Julio got on that Walmart dedicated account. Hey, respect Backcountry TV. But yeah, it's snowing crazy up here. Um, Also, I was talking about the transition to the trucking and stuff like that. Building a good relationship with your dispatch manager is very important for both sides. But when you're new on the fleet, I think a lot of the drivers that are on the fleet before you tend to get, I say, a little bit of favoritism, or I don't know what it is, but I think it's confidence. When your dispatch manager has confidence in you, they know, hey, I can give Rahman this load because he's gonna get the load there on time. He doesn't mess around. Um, well, they're gonna try to give you more of the better runs and keep you moving. If they know that you're a driver that's always slacking off or always finding an excuse to not do your job, well, that doesn't make things good for you or the dispatch manager. And I think that's yeah, there you go. Yes, sir. That's very important. Communication is also important. We're in the middle of the winter, so if you have to shut down based on adverse weather, um, whatever be, communicate to dispatch what is happening. You are in charge of the ship, but also communication is key. Communication is key. Um, Make sure you're dressing warm. Keep your feet warm. Keep your head warm. Man, it's gonna be coming down. I got a comment from Backcountry TV. I always get my loads on time or early. Yeah, I think the way how Hirschback, that's my Jamaican accent there. I think the way how Hirschback gives you the load, most of the time you can get there early. Let's be honest. Um, Most of the time you can get there early. Are there some times when you might get a load that's, the window is tight and you have to be like on your A game, on your A game? Yeah, that happens. Yeah, you have some guys that they just want to stop at the favorite restaurant and talk with their favorite waitress or their favorite truck stop and just sit around and shoot the shit every day talking. There's time for that when you have downtime. I always say keep the main thing the main thing. Another hard part of transitioning to the trucking industry is home time. Yes, when you're coming into the industry, you know you're going to be gone for 3 to 4 weeks before you go home if you are on the OTR. But when you're physically doing it, it's not as easy as some guys just hop on and say, "Oh, you're going home too often. I am out for 6 weeks. I'm out for 8 weeks." Just take your time, ease yourself into it, because also what you have to remember, people around you are affected. People in your situations are affected by the job that you do. If you have kids, um, if you have a family, they might want to see you too. They might want to spend time with you too. It is so easy to get caught up in, oh, I want to make 3,000 miles this week. I want to make 3,000 miles each week. And you want to keep running and running. And if you're not careful, you find yourself chasing the miles, as they say. Home time is very important. Ramen, I got a comment. Dispatch asked me last night if I would be willing to do the Maine or the Maryland runs because the current drivers aren't cutting it. See, there you go. There you go. And that's good. That's because your dispatcher now has the confidence in you. They know that you will get the job done and you're not messing around. So that's really good, man. And I hope for you, if you can, and if it increases your earning potential, why not? But I mean, if you're going to be doing more for less, I don't know. Hopefully it works out better for you financially as well, Ramen. We got Backcountry TV. Ramen, I've been giving loads because people turn them down, and you can't turn down loads undedicated. No, you can't. I don't think you can turn down loads as a company driver. I think I've turned down a load. I've never really turned down a load before. I've refused to do a load because where dispatch is trying to send me at the time, when I checked the weather, I said, no, I'm not going to that location. I think it was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They wanted me to go further into North Dakota. The weather was bad. They did not clear the roads. I was in that area the day before, so I know going out there 6, 7 o'clock at night, the roads are going to be icy. Nothing good happens in those kind of situations. So I told dispatch, I don't feel safe doing that load. And we talk about it. They said they agree. I think they figured out what to do with that situation. Never turn down loads. Yeah, I mean, but as I said, if you're a lease operator, remember, this is like, getting your feet wet in terms of becoming an owner operator. So there might be reasons why you might want to turn down a load as a lease operator. So on the company side, I don't know. I've never turned down a load. I think that's why I've gotten almost 3,700 miles in the past 2 weeks. Being on a dedicated. I think being on a dedicated, that means you're moving. When I was OTR though, I could pull 3,000 miles in a week. I could do it. If they're giving me the loads, and if I'm not spending a lot of time at a shipper waiting to get loaded or at the receiver waiting to get unloaded, those things from time to time will burn your clock. And then now you have to get tricky in how you manage your clock. So I know exactly what you guys mean. Anybody in the comment want to comment on sleeping? How was it for you when you came into the trucking industry to sleep in the truck? Whether it's when you get on the trainer's truck or when you get your own truck. But I would think that by the time you get your own truck, you're probably used to that reefer noise going brrr, or the APU just making, or even just the built up adrenaline. You have a built up adrenaline. Have you ever been like 200 miles before you go to park and you're like, I'm gonna knock this out, go to sleep. You're driving, and when you get to where you're going, it's like you can't sleep, you're wide awake. I think that's the adrenaline, the rush from being on the road sometimes. uh, so sleeping can be a challenge as well. You know, if you're somebody who's coming from a restaurant job or a manufacturing factory job or something like that, construction, you are beat up. At the end of the day, you just go home, you knock out. That's it. But the sleep can be quite a challenge. Eating healthy can be a challenge. Discipline, the discipline. At these truck stops, you have a lot of Wendy's. What is there? Hardee's, Subways, um, you name it, they're there. McDonald's. Um, the challenge is real. I got a comment from Raman. Uh, he said, "Took me one night to get used to the noise when I got in my trainer's truck." You're good. I was at Prime Inc. when I was in my CDL training, the TNT phase. While my trainer was driving, I was sleeping, and when I was driving, my trainer was sleeping. So remember, your drive tires are back here. No, sorry, not your drives. I'm talking about your steers. No, sorry, your drive axle. What am I talking about? Time to go sleep. Your drives are back here. So whenever those hit a little bump or anything, you feel it more when you're laying down back here. I used to jump up like, what's going on? He's like, nothing, just a little bump. So it was hard for me. It was when I get my own truck now, I kind of like adjusted a little bit more to the sleeping situation. Being a Hirschback, getting settled in on my account, it was a challenge. Sleep was a challenge, but Raman, you are a superstar. One night. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I think we've answered a lot of questions tonight, but I want to wish everybody the best out there, man. It's good to see everybody in again. I'm not gonna keep you too long. We're going an hour and a little bit over an hour and 17 minutes. I want to thank Backcountry TV, Alan. I want to thank Damien for hopping on. Thank everybody who has been active in the chat. If you are new to the channel, click that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,500 subscribers. We are at 1,300 right now. I have adopted, I've always adopted quickly. Okay, okay, man. Man, I tell you, you're a soldier because I know your story. When you got your CDL and you went back home to get your CDL transfer from your home state, it took you quite the time to get a trainer, get back out here. Now you got your truck. That's called determination. You are determined to not give up, and here you are. Yep. Get some rest. Be safe. Get some rest. Be safe. Yep. Who knows when the train will make another stop? But I'll definitely let you guys know. Put the notification on, click the notification bell, so whenever I go live, you guys get the content. Or even when I drop a video, click like, drop a comment. You know, the interaction helps the channel a lot. 3 months. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, you guys be safe out there. I'll see y'all soon, as I always say. I hope you're doing great. Wherever you are, whenever you are, somebody type the rest in the chat. I'm tired. Let me see if somebody gonna type it before I head out. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Watching this video. Hey, love you guys. Peace.